Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Well, first and foremost, I want to say I hope everybody's doing well. Nobody's sick, nobody's ill. None of your family members, friends, or even your enemies have had a negative illness from this illness. Now, I know there hadn't been a whole lot going on, but there's been some things going on, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But first, I just want to kind of say, all you guys out here making these YouTube videos, you guys need to be a little more accurate with your titles and your reporting. That's all I really want to say about that. You guys think you're the cream of the crop, but if you're putting out a bunch of bad information, you ain't shit. So let's start with Lyft. Lyft, a couple of weeks ago, sent me an email, as I'm sure a lot of you have gotten, about priority access driving times. Now, what exactly is that? Well, Lyft is telling you, and they'll let you know in the app, what your priority driving time is. And what it's supposed to do is give you priority over the next guy to get the ride requests. Now, I haven't been driving, and I see when my priority times are and when they're not. And if you didn't notice in the app, it also tells you that when you're not priority, you're likely to see fewer ride requests. Listen, if anybody's out there driving, I'd like to know. Leave a thing in the comments. Have you noticed an uptick? Or is it still the same? In certain markets, Uber has introduced Uber Connect. Uber Connect is a small package delivery service. Now, what they're saying is, when you get one of these requests, you'll pull up to the curb. Somebody will bring you whatever the item is. And if you look in the FAQs, it'll tell you nothing illegal, no alcohol, no prescriptions, and the package has to be less than 30 pounds. These people will come to your car, and when you deliver it, you pull up to the curb, and the recipient will come and get the package. Now, when you think about it, Uber's been doing this anyway, right? I'm sure all of us out there, we've gotten a request to pick up, a bag of laundry or some canned goods or something to deliver from point A to point B. So it's really nothing new, but they say the driver will make more money. So because I haven't seen any rates yet, and I haven't done one yet, we really don't know. But I'm thinking it's going to be more on par with what Uber Eats pays. Moving on to Instacart. Now, me, like most people, gave it a shot. And at first, I was getting batches constantly coming through. But lately, over the last week and a half, you can't get a batch. It's like as soon as the batch pops up in notifications and you open the app, the batch is gone. Now, I've heard some rumors that there's a group or an app or something where they're snatching up these batches and selling them back out. Like, that's some bullshit if that's true. The other thing with Instacart is some of these people that are placing these orders, they put this heavy tip in, $20, $30 tip. You do the order, you take the batch, you do the order, you deliver it, everything's fine. And they got 3 days to adjust that tip. And they're stealing the tips back. In other words, the customer is goading you to take the order and get their shit. And then they're screwing you by taking that tip back. Instacart, that's some bullshit. The other app, DoorDash, which if you know me, I've always said I'd never deliver food, but I'm bored and I could use the money. I tried to sign up for DoorDash. DoorDash isn't hiring in my area. We'll put you on a waiting list. In the meantime, please feel free to order through DoorDash. That shit ain't gonna happen. Now, the newest app that I was really looking forward to was Roadie. And Roadie, when I first signed up, cut some kind of deal with Home Depot. I was like, all right, now we got some shit I can do. So I did a few orders, and man, it's easy. The pay was good. You could double, triple up on certain deliveries when they were available. Really, really a good deal until it wasn't. Seems like the app was having some serious malfunctions. Like, I would submit an offer and be there at the location and could be waiting a half hour before I would even get a response. So there are like 4 or 5 Home Depots within a 5 square mile of me. And I would submit for all of them and I wouldn't get a response. And then when I did get a response, it was an hour later. Come on, Rody. It's not good business, buddy. I would say fix your app because you're on to something there. Now, the last thing that I want to bring up is I saw a YouTuber did this big clickbait in his title, right? 810 million. Uber gets this $810 million federal government contract. Guess what? They didn't get no contract. That YouTuber who professes to be all God, who I don't even think drives anymore for the apps, I kind of think he might be deactivated. He used that title as clickbait. If he would have done a little research, he would have found that Uber has now allowed, they've been given the invitation to compete for government contracts. Not that they've been awarded a government contract. Do your homework, prof. And last but not least, I know all of us are ready to get back to work. I know all of us are ready for our beaches and amusement parks and concerts and everything to get back open. I don't know where y'all stand on it, but can't believe none of the news, none of the time. So I hope these political government figures get their shit together and get us back to work because we're hurting out here. I hope you know that we're hurting. Now, I have some other videos in there and I can't post them in a lot of the Facebook groups, so I hope you take a look at them. I'll link one up right here. And if you got any comments, suggestions, hey, let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down, let me know. The content, I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I'm doing this because I'm sick of all the bullshit, garbage YouTube videos that are out there where all these people are telling you how to do it, but yet none of them are doing it. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.